Okay, this time I was going to talk about the Finnish home, but I've had some comments in the previous segment regarding our immigration to Finland. Now, we contacted Finland before coming here and kind of knew what the criteria would be. So we packed all our junk, grabbed our dog, and got on the plane and headed here. But anybody who wanted to immigrate here, I would advise contacting Finnish immigration and finding out what was needed. I believe the requirements are, if you want to come here, you need a job if you're of working age. If not of working age, as in older, you will need to show that you are capable of supporting yourself. I don't know about work visas. I have no idea. Don't know about educational requirements. I just do know that you do need to have a job to come here. Now, our experience was we already had an appointment with immigration. So we piled, my family and myself, being Belinda and Sophie, into the mighty Punta. If you've watched the previous video, you know the Punta is a small car which was born with 4 gears but now only has 3. After piling into the Punta in Nokkila, we had to go to Tampere, which is about 100 kilometers away. So in the mighty Punta, we headed out to Tampere. Our appointment time was already set. You do not have to have an appointment to go to Finnish immigration, but it's a good idea. Otherwise, you take a number and you wait. When we arrived at immigration, we came to a locked door with no one around. They monitor the door from inside. When you go in, you will go through a security checkpoint very similar to TSA checkpoint at airports. Your items will be x-rayed and you'll go through a metal detector. And I will say if Finland is nothing else, Finland is prompt. Their trains run on time, their buses run on time, and when you have an appointment, you will be met very close to that appointment time. We were escorted into a room where a very nice lady was on the other side, handled all of Belinda's application. You will need a multitude of items. You should get a checklist before you go. You will need birth certificates for your family, death certificates for your family if applicable, marriage and divorce papers. If you have been married and divorced and remarried, you will need proof of your first marriage, proof of your divorce, proof of your second marriage. They're not difficult. They simply have a process and they follow that process. She was very helpful. She was courteous and did her job. Once you fill out the application, we were told that it could be 6 months before you hear. You'll be given a paper which will allow you to stay in the country until the decision is made. When you come in the country, with the stamp on your passport, you are allowed 90 days to stay in Finland. After that time, you're going to have to leave. Now, after finishing all of Belinda's paperwork, we then moved on to mine. But wait, we were told, and you should note this, that there are 2 types of appointment in the Finnish immigration system. There is an individual and there is a family appointment. Each individual is allotted about 30 minutes, so goes to reason the family appointment's going to be longer. We didn't have that, so we had to make another appointment. Well, the next appointment, much to my surprise and terror, was 91 days after I had entered Finland. We took the appointment, loaded into the mighty Ponto, and headed back to Nokkula. Now, we were told there, and this was nice of them to tell us, that there's a telephone appointment system. You can call in, or excuse me, an online system. You can check online, and a lot of times appointments come up. So Belinda every morning got up and checked that system. Luckily, within just another couple of days, a cancellation was made, and back in the mighty Ponto we went with the 3 gears of the 4 it was born with, and back to Tampere we went. Again, this time we were served by a young man who was extremely courteous, bilingual, if not trilingual, was fluent in Finnish, English, and I suspect Swedish. Did all of my paperwork, and again said, well, it will be at least 6 months. When pressed, he was not going to commit to a time frame, but said it could possibly go 9 months. Well, another thing you need to remember if you want to apply for immigration to come into Finland is it will cost you 530 euros per person. Be prepared to pay right then, right there, on the spot. Our residence cards came through almost 9 months to the day from applying for residency. My residence card is good for 1 year. Belinda's is good for 3 years. Now, this is going to run longer because I'm going to try to explain this. If you are married and you come into Finland, all of our certificates issued by the states they corresponded to were adequate. The marriage certificate, simply a registered marriage certificate from a state in the United States, is not sufficient. Your marriage certificate will have to be stamped by the State Department of the United States or of your state. Again, I would say if someone wanted to come to Finland, come on. But be prepared. The immigration process is not difficult, but it has steps to proceed through, and it will proceed through those steps in its time. I've gotten some comments, welcome comments, look for more, and go ahead and join my channel. You'll know when you're going to get more of these fabulous videos.